And welcome back to Dark Souls 1, ladies and gentlemen, and other fish of the sea. Is that... I mean, do fish of the sea really count as people?
I'm a fish.
SpongeBob.
We're all fish.
SpongeBob.
Technically, we are, I guess.
Fishing IRL.
Sir, I am a Cthulhu, and I won't be addressed
Literally.
as some.
You identify as a Cthulhu.
I identify as a Cthulhu, and I won't be addressed as fish.
Oh, man.
Imagine if every single Dark Souls model just transitioned into a fish.
Okay, you say that, but like...
The mod community
know
will probably.
Do you know that the modding community for Dark Souls 3 actually made a mod where they made every texture
Nicholas
a
Cage,
crab?
a crab.
And Nicholas Cage.
Why?
Because we're fucking stupid.
Why?
Idiotic. So, you just go for the game seeing crab everywhere.
Yep.
The same picture of a crab on every texture.
And
Nicolas
that's
Cage,
because
whichever one you
Nicolas
prefer.
Cage doesn't have any good movies. Aside from maybe National Treasure 1, which was...
National Treasure was okay.
It was okay. It was
I
it was the Nicolas Cage that wasn't completely terrible.
I
Then
don't
the
fucking
second one
watch
came and no one liked
movies.
it.
Yeah.
You should watch more
I haven't.
movies.
I don't even watch movies, dude. I'm
Nicolas
too poor.
Cage he's terrible, and all of the movies that he's in are always terrible. So.
I mean, yeah, I know that much.
That's all you need to know.
Anyways, what is that particular enemy? That tree
A
guy?
fucking plant.
I'm pretty sure all these enemies have names. I just don't bother memorizing them.
Fucking plant.
You're not
Plan
a real
number
Souls
2.
fan. You
Plan.
haven't memorized every single name of every enemy, every boss,
I haven't even memorized all the bosses
every
yet.
single name, or of the
Dude,
weapons.
I'm just trying
the
to
items.
memorize the entire fucking map. Like,
Just
legit.
memorize literally every aspect of the game, every name, the
I
name of every
memorized item
file.
locations.
I memorized like 95% of the map, dude. Like, I could probably
Yeah.
make you like a map, and it'll be like 95%
Pretty
accurate.
95% of the map that's 95% accurate. How much of a actual percentage is that 95%?
I don't fucking know. Everything but Blighttown
Everything but Blight
and Tomb
Town.
of the Giants. That's it.
Tomb of the Giants is a very weird area. I wish there was a way to light it up so that we can actually see everywhere. But that's the point of it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Darkroot Garden here is actually pretty standard.
Oh yeah. There's nothing really quirky about this
Nothing-
area.
Nothing here that's too bad. Nothing here that's too
Good.
menacing. Aside from the no, not. I don't want to say not good, because I like the design of some of these areas. Like, I like how cramped up these cliffs are and how freaking stressful they make me.
Yeah. Alright. I just don't like the fucking Hydra section at the basin.
Oh, the Hydra section here at the basin. He's a very tough boss if you don't have any kind of magic.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be fun later.
Yeah.
Because I don't specialize in magic. Fucking stupid crystal lizard can suck it.
Yeah.
Frame rate.
What were we talking
Yeah.
about off screen?
We had a massive frame rate tangent in the previous because we've actually recorded this part twice, and the first time it failed because my computer just decided it wanted
Fucking
to
died.
Yeah.
we just need to get you a new computer, like an actual computer.
Yeah, give me $1,000 and I'll get a sweet setup. No, don't.
CSC Patreon, let's go.
Patreon.
We will never.
Patreon days.
Okay, maybe it's like I might kick myself 10 years if we ever decide to do this as a full-time job, which we're not. I don't want to do a full-time job.
No,
but we will
no.
not be doing a Patreon
that.
for this. This is not something that needs to have a Patreon for.
No, it's just for chill.
This is just
Yeah.
for fun. This isn't a full-time job.
Hell no. I don't think he will ever want to be a full-time commentator.
No. No.
No, none of us.
And
are.
honestly, it's
Although,
like if you want,
I wouldn't mind being a talk show host, but I also have my own dreams.
Yeah.
you have your own dreams, aspirations. 50 years later, they're all gonna be, well,
Oh,
crushed. But, you know, that's not necessarily
They'll
the
probably be
case.
crushed here in like 20 years if Trump
Not
still
e- not
goes the
even
way
gonna
he
give it, like,
does.
5
Okay,
years.
okay, let's not get all political here. This is like,
I won't.
We talk
already
about-
have like
we talk
already have
about-
like 2 dislikes.
we talk about stupid little games like this, which is, this game actually does look really decent. I probably would enjoy the game if I got good and played all the way through it. I probably would enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind
I,
action games like this. What genre would this technically be classified under?
It is considered
Action
under
RPG.
action RPG.
Action RPG. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
It actually is action RPG instead of like what a lot of people label games under, like DSX or whatever else that just has a level up system along with whatever gameplay style
Well,
they have.
there's games like Batman Arkham City, which is an action game, and it has like a level up system and EXP, but calling that game an RPG, it's not an RPG at all. I would just consider that game just to beat 'em up. It just has a few shoehorned in
RPG elements, yeah.
experience stuff, which is just there to unlock like gadget upgrades, combat. I mean, like I said, it's just kind of hard to be, because action is such a broad term, because there's beat 'em ups, there's hack and slashes, there's action RPGs, action adventure. Action adventure. That is the most vague fucking genre name.
Yeah.
So
Fuck yeah,
Everything's fucking action adventure.
Everything under the sun is an adventure game.
it's like, honestly, it's like whenever you see the term adventure game and people use that as the genre, I just like, that's such.
What even is this?
Yeah, it's like,
that's not good enough.
It's like, turn-based strategy RPG. Those are pretty easy to define. JRPGs, Western RPGs. But
adventure is just sort of there.
adventure, yeah.
Is Sonic Adventure an
Drag-
adventure game?
I don't know.
Let's not.
I mean,
let's not get into that.
I would actually be fucking crying, laughing if it's labeled under if it's just labeled as action and not adventure.
Open world Sonic game.
Open world Sonic game.
Open world.
No, I really don't
open
need
world
one of those.
Sonic RPG with exploration elements.
We had a Sonic RPG.
Yes, but it wasn't. I mean, would you even classify that
wasn't
game as
good.
open world? No, it's just a terrible DS game that no one likes, except Veer, because you like it.
I don't like it.
I thought.
I tolerate it.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude, Dark Chronicles
Like,
was shit.
I tried recording it and the thing fucking told me no.
No.
You're not allowed to
Good.
save.
Yeah,
you could play a better game, and not want to kill yourself playing. Okay, to be fair, I won't be too hard on it because I technically haven't played it, so I'm not gonna,
Good.
Last I played it legitimately because I tried. I tried recording on a emulator and I have to use a mouse for that shit. It's not really 1-to-1 kind of emulation because I'm using that. Last I played it's Dark Brotherhood, right? Or Sonic Chronicles, it doesn't matter.
Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood.
Okay. I guess just Sonic Chronicles.
Sonic
then.
Chronicles, yeah.
I remember having good memories of it as a kid. I bet you if I looked back at it nowadays, and I played through the whole damn thing, I would think it's trash. Maybe.
I mean,
Probably.
I just don't like those kind of touch screen based rhythm style things.
Oh, I know.
And especially having that for an RPG system, that just seems really clunky.
I was
awkward
gonna
to
say
play.
that like the Mario RPG games kind of have something similar.
No,
But
they
they don't have
not
rhythm
at all.
They don't have
not at all.
They don't have rhythm. They have kind of this sort of button.
Quick
I mean,
time
button
events,
combos,
so
but
they-
not like the really gimmicky touchscreen based things that
It's
Chronicles
like quick
have.
time events.
Yeah, they have Sonic Chronicles has very questionable
Yeah.
mechanics.
And I like Bowser's Inside Story. That game I loved that game as a kid. I played through it so many times. It was I think I may have played it 2 or 3 times as a kid. I can't remember, but I just remember just loving that game so much. I love the game's writing. I love the combat system that they use. I mean, now I'm not sure if I would say Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. That is better. I think Thousand Year Door is a good bit simpler, yet has a few complex elements. I love the badge system in that game. I think there's a bigger variety of ways that you can actually go in and play it, like Danger Mario set up. It's a lot easier to be able to make different kinds. I mean, not exactly builds, but you get what I mean. Different badge combinations, which leads to different.
It's
different types of runs
and different styles.
Those kind of RPG. Different styles, and those kind of RPGs are fine in their own right. But there's something about how Dark Souls is basically a video game version of Dungeons and Dragons, and that's like something I always wanted to try as a kid. I never got to because blah 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 blah.
Nah, you like Dark Souls just because it's like a Berserk game.
Yeah, it's basically
it's the closest thing you'll ever get to a Berserk style game, aside from the actual Berserk games like Dynasty
You are
Warriors.
correct, but I don't actually play the game as Guts anymore. I did at first, but I've moved on to different styles of
I still do
fighting. He still does. I just for nowadays I just sort of go with optimized builds because the Guts build isn't really.
Yeah, it's a cosplay build. It's not supposed to be.
It's meant for fun. It's not meant for actually being well at the game. And I did get into Dark Souls because of Berserk. It's whenever odds are if you like one or if you get into one, you're going to get into the other sooner or later.
Well, if you like one, I mean, there are people who don't like. There are lots of people who don't like 2 and like the other ones, but aside from maybe 2, it's like if you like 3 or Bloodborne or 1, you're probably going to like the rest.
Yeah.
No, you mean as in the games themselves? I was just talking about like if you like Berserk, you'll like Dark Souls.
Oh, okay. Or unless if you suck, then and you read Berserk, then you probably wouldn't enjoy Dark Souls.
If you're not a real gamer,
you're just gonna
just
play.
like to read.
If you're part of the inferior race of casuals.
Who the fuck doesn't play video games in 2017?
Lots of people don't play video games.
Soccer moms.
I mean, he has a point.
I know a lot of people who just.
How'd that not hit me?
Who just don't like video games.
Yeah.
Either that or they just say that, if I had like better like reflexes, then I'd play games. And then I just say, well, not every game requires that sort of thing, and you get better as you play more of them. It's just an excuse for them to not play, or if they're just not interested. It's like, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Don't come up with some bullshit excuse to say for why you don't play them. It's like if you say, I just prefer watching something like a movie, then, I'll just say, alright, whatever. I mean, I probably wouldn't be really great friends with you because that's one really massive... but, I'd probably be nice, we might talk on occasion, but we wouldn't be, like, close friends or anything, because that's, like, a common interest that we can't really share, so, whatever.
Mm-hmm. These guys are so easy.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to comment about that guy looked pretty predictable, but, it's like if I played the game, I'll probably get hit by it anyways, because I suck.
The only thing he has is that, tranquil...
They have very...
walk piece.
Oh. Yeah. Like, they have very predictable patterns, but they also have a spell which immobilizes you and you go at, like, less than a snail's pace.
Yeah.
So, you can't roll or anything.
Yeah, don't even try to roll if you get caught by that, just walk.
Yeah, just tank it.
Yeah.
Speaking of tanking, I got the Wolf Ring.
Cool.
This thing gives me like 30 poise, which is ridiculous.
Yep. 121 poise, boys.
What's max poise you think you can get in Dark Souls
I
1?
think it was. I think it was 121. Yeah.
Just 121? Alright.
Yeah, because I know
You really...
I know Havels gives you like around 70 something or 80, and you pair that up with the Wolf Ring, and that gives you like 121 or something.
God damn. You don't even need like 80.
Yeah. You're
Like,
just
I usually
yeah.
go for the game of 40. Everything else is
I
stupid.
normally just put on this armor right here. That's it.
Oh, you like the Elite Knight set. I really don't like
Oh,
this
fuck
set,
you.
actually.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you, I don't like this
Yeah,
kind of
fuck you.
fashion. The Elite Knight set is actually the armor set of the
Yeah.
guy that saved us, but it has some really good defenses, as well as poise, even though that's something my hard leather armor is lacking in.
Yep.
What was that?
What?
What did you just do with your sword right there?
Oh, I was
Blocking.
I was blocking. Yeah.
Are you sure you weren't masturbating?
Oh yeah.
No, fam, it's blocking, I swear.
I fucking hate it when people actually do that. They'll like spam the block button with their sword whenever they beat you in a PvP
I
match.
fucking hate that, dude.
Like that, you have actual gestures that that the developers put in for you. Use those. Don't spam a button, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I
It's
just want to
annoying
be
as hell,
cool and
too.
edgy.
And then you just use the fucking point down.
How is
Point down.
PvP in this game? Oh! Rip.
Horrible.
Yeah, got fucked.
PvP in this game? Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 1's PvP is pretty unbalanced.
Yeah. Like, you want good PvP, go to Dark Souls 2, not this game.
So Dark Souls 2, people like that game for PvP?
For some reason, Dark Souls 2 is just what a lot of people agree on for being the best PvP.
That's really weird.
And it's the worst for player versus game.
Yeah, PvE.
Oh, yeah.
PvE.
Kobe.
So it's the worst PvE game?
Worst single player experience, best for multiplayer.
Yeah.
And that's because of the diversity as well as the netcode for Dark Souls 2.
Yes.
It has the most stable internet connection of any of the games.
Mm-hmm. And Bloodborne is just stupid to connect
So
with.
why don't they get the main team in FromSoft to do the single player and get the B team who did Dark Souls 2 to do the multiplayer?
Because...
You see, then you have the issue with like what Activision had between Treyarch and Infinity War, between all the Call of Duty games. They just don't want to work together.
You know.
Why not work together and make just one really huge, awesome experience that everyone can love? Well, I guess so that you can allocate your resources to making 2 games and making double the profit rather than just making one really huge, amazing game.
Yeah.
Because when you raise
People
the
will
bar,
also
then
complain
everybody have higher expectations, and that means you have to put even more effort, more and more effort, to try to make each game bigger and better. It's easier to just allocate your resources so that you make 2 fairly solid games and just set a decent level of expectation for sequels. Kind of a shame, but you know.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
These games seem to be fun
and-
anyways, so. I mean, they're great games, and you know, they're already considered by many people to be one of the best action RPG series, so. Hey, it's still doing stuff right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And well, we're based on this recording, unless if E3 comes around and the creator wants to just come back to Souls 4, or if other people want to continue without him.
I'd rather have
Bloodborne
something
2.
from FromSoft I'd rather have something from FromSoft themselves than have another Souls video
Honestly,
game.
why don't they just make another, really huge series instead of just continuing to make the same?
Why don't they
sequels?
go back to Kingsfield?
You mean like have the same kind of style but a different series
So Bloodborne.
name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bloodborne 2. A lot of people want Bloodborne 2.
I want
I would like
Bloodborne 2.
Bloodborne 2.
I wouldn't mind that. A sequel in that
Bloodborne's-
universe, unless if Bloodborne 1 like left things so that they couldn't make a sequel.
They could
They
make
can.
a sequel.
Okay,
Yeah.
then just
It's-
do a Bloodborne sequel. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone will complain about that. Even people,
Nah.
it's like these games seem to be. I'm sure there's plenty of differences between Souls and Bloodborne, the main.
Each one in the series has a certain feel to it. Yeah.
So
Ain't like as if it's copy paste.
no, it's just so just make a Bloodborne 2, or just make a whole new series.
Oh yeah.
Or they could go the
The closest
Dynasty
thing
Warriors
that I've seen-
route, and make a deal with another popular IP, and then just use the same style. Which
Yeah.
to be fair, that's not a terrible idea. It's like I enjoyed playing Hyrule Warriors, but it's like if they made, if that was just a Dynasty Warriors game,
You
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
care.
but it's like if you take stuff like Fire Emblem, or it's like if they ever make an SMT or Persona Warriors, they've already announced Fire Emblem Warriors, and that's cool. I always wanted to be around people as Lucina, as best waifu. I knew Don would have a mental breakdown
fuck?
because he just can't admit he just has shit waifu
Suck my
tastes.
dick. Fuck you.
Okay.
Okay,
I would say get your
Play
I would
good-
get
play
your
a better game,
fucking
Fairy.
waifus out of my. Oh.
but yeah, it's like I'm sure a lot of people wanted to go in and beat around people as Tingle, and you can't do that unless if you're playing Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors.
So it's like
Yeah.
they can take characters that normally wouldn't be in a game and let them be in a game. So it's like even though the gameplay's simple, it's fun for fans. So I can't complain. It's like those games know they're fan service games, and so they don't try to be too much else. Try to be too overly ambitious. They just they know what they are, and they do what they
What
set
they
out
want.
for pretty well.
For Dark Souls, I don't think like if they brought in a series into this, I don't know what would work, even if it was Berserk.
I was about to say Berserk.
But I don't think that they could make a Dynasty Warriors out of Dark Souls.
No,
Also,
no.
hi.
Let's have. How about a terrible idea? Make a Dynasty Warriors game with all Souls characters.
that's what I'm saying. Is that there's not really
There's not a
That wouldn't
lot
work.
to do.
memorable.
That wouldn't work.
There's memorable characters for Dark Souls, but nobody wants to play as them.
But
They would want to play as their own character.
Souls fans don't have any interest. Most Souls fans don't really have any interest in Dynasty Warriors games. They like
That's why they're playing.
Yeah.
this.
Yes.
it's like something like Zelda.
Unless,
They wouldn't
unless
mind.
he's Magma Bandit. Unless
It-
he's Magma
it's
Bandit.
like, I
Dark
just-
Souls Warriors.
I just cannot
We
see
won't
the
wait.
fan base really caring about a Dynasty
No.
Warriors thing. It's like Fire
No.
Emblem. It's like, oh hey, I can. We haven't ever had an action game sort of thing, and action game of this style, and I can go in and beat around
There really
characters
is like
with.
no point to going to Dynasty Warriors if you're playing Dark Souls. The reason why you're playing Dark Souls is probably because you don't like Dynasty
Exactly.
Warriors.
Or if you just want a game with a bit more complex action mechanics, because the Dynasty Warriors games are deep. They aren't like super complex
No.
action games. They're just
they're
dumb fun.
really just hack and
They're just dumb
slash
fun, and there's a
Yeah.
market for that. There's a place for it. I don't mind it.
Again, unless he's Magma Bandit isn't on Dark Souls Warriors, then I don't care about it.
Good night, everybody.